Let's bring in Gene Munster, managing partner at Deepwater Asset Management. What's the AI story with Apple, Gene?
Hey, Sarah. It really comes to a quote that Tim Cook had on their last earnings call. And I look at my notes because I want to get this quote exactly right. He says, this is on November 7th, when he was asked about what Apple is doing in AI, because the company's been pretty quiet on the topic of AI. He says, we obviously there's work going on in that, and you can bet we're investing quite a bit. He did add they're investing responsibly. So I think when you put the arc of AI around the Apple stock and the Apple story, shares have not been going up in anticipation of AI. This has just been a little teaser at best. But I suspect in 2024, we're going to hear a lot more from Apple when it comes to AI. And I want to outline exactly how I think that that's going to play out.
Please.
I do not believe Apple is going to come out with a foundation model, something to compete with Grok or ChatGPT or Claude from Anthropic. They're just simply too far behind. I suspect that they'll use an open source 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we hear you.
We hear you. We got
Okay,
you.
great. Sounds good. I suspect that they're going to essentially build on top of an open source model. And effectively, I think that they're going to really juice what they're doing around Siri and really power what I see as personalized AI. And so I think that this is something that if they just start talking about this, I think you can get multiple expansion. Apple shares are currently trading at 29 times next or 2025. A little bit below Microsoft at 31, but just given how quiet they've been, I think this is a significant opportunity for multiple expansion. And I do want to fill in one further piece. I believe longer term, call it 3-5 years down the road, Apple will have their own foundation model. It just takes a lot of time and energy to build that. So I think that they'll probably leverage a third party, at least for the next several years. But yeah. Apple investors should be looking forward to more on AI.
Well, they've certainly got what you need in terms of the capacity to do it, in terms of money, which is a key part, given just how much computing power you need. There's not many companies that can compare with them on that. When you think about what they may be able to offer, though, so it's just it's another subscription service or a series of new subscription services or add-ons where they can charge people more. What does the business model look like, Gene?
So effectively, one piece to this is allow developers to leverage access to people. And so this is something where this will be positive for their services growth. So I don't see this as like a separate subscription, for example, for you to use Apple's products to get generative AI. I think it's going to be something that they will allow developers access to and charge developers for that. Separately is that I think that the opportunity that they have within search starts to enter the equation. I'm a big believer, Deepwater, we own shares of Google because we think they're going to be successful in this, but I think that Apple has an opportunity as kind of the context of generative AI starts to include commerce. That's something else that Apple ultimately could do. And the third piece is just their time-tested flywheel here of just building better features within products to drive their whole ecosystem. It sounds like a tired roadmap, but it's one of the reasons why this is on track to be a $4 trillion company.